This is the MLB pregame show, and I'm Matt Vasgersian, and as we draw nearer to the first pitch of Game 1 in the series, we'll give you the latest installment of our Topps Player Spotlight. Buddy Dick is our subject, and not only was he an all-star during the midseason break, but he also shined the brightest out of all the great players in the game as he won the All-Star Game's MVP award.
You know, that's one of those honors, Matt, that's just really cool to get. Like you said, it means that you can dominate against the best of the best in the major leagues. Also, remember this. He's a big reason why his league's representative in the World Series will now have home field advantage this year.
All right, lineups and first pitch are coming up next. Stay tuned for that. Friday night baseball from the K, Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the Cleveland Indians and the Kansas City Royals. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Buddy Dick will stand in, fresh off a 4-hit ball game back on Wednesday. First offering on its way. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Calling for it, Brito. And that's the second out of the inning. With that, here's a look at Terry Francona's Tribe starting nine. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
Well, guys, everybody should be looking out for that guy in the number 3 spot. He's now working on the longest hitting streak of all time. And he's looking to extend his record.
Buddy Dick is at the plate now. Slide out in his first at-bat.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
Oh, and this fastball is belted to deep left center field. Does he have enough to get out of here? Yes, a home run. So a solo shot here to left center field, and a one-time magic number, 61 home runs on the season now. And with it, the Indians have leveled the score at 1 apiece. So as we check it out one more time, remember that for years, 61... Buddy Dick will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the 4th. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So a solid single to left, and that gives him a multi-hit game here tonight. And we'll bring up our Indians leaderboard to confirm for you that he currently leads the team in that category.
Yeah, and when a guy can post numbers like that, his teammates just expect him to produce game after game. He's a hit machine for them.
And a dive, but he's back. Action in that KC pen now as the right-hander's begun to loosen up. And another snap throw to the bag. A dive, but he's back. The 1-2 pitch. Runner goes for second. He goes up the ladder on the fastball and pops this one up. Sierra onto the grass. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 33, Fernando.
Striding into the box, Fernando Lozano. He drew a walk his first time up. Three and one. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance.
And he's into second safely with a stolen base. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. 7 home. So striding in, number 17, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to hold the lead. Hit in the air to right center field. This ball is carrying well. Back it goes, and it is out of here. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, his second of the game, as they will take the lead here. It's now a 5-4 ball game.
And that is going to absolutely silence this crowd. We've seen him doing this.
Buddy Dick stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one.
And you know what, Matt? He's just made it look so easy out there. I think they've got to change their approach right here. Use some caution or something.
And this is going to be his 4th hit of the game, as this should wind up as extra bases. The runner from second crosses the plate, and not in time as the second run scores.
Well, there's been plenty of offense to go around here, but this guy's certainly been one of the key contributors. Give him 2 more RBIs there. That's now 5 for the game. This offensive explosion continues.
Gabriel Saldana is set to try his luck now with 4 runs already across and a chance to make it 5 right here. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Seems like they're showing a lot of faith in this guy, leaving him out there.
And I think you appreciate that as a pitcher, but sometimes when you don't have it, you don't have it. Looks like this is going to be one of those times.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Turned on down the line. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. EK, where are you going now on 3-2?
I still got to work a corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Brito giving chase, but he's not going to get there, and he's headed for extra bases again. And the run is in to score from third. And he is in there with an RBI triple.
They're starting to really open things up now. Pulled into third here with the triple, and just like that, 7-run lead.
And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, maybe a little disappointing that he could only get 3/4 of the cycle, especially since he got the 2 hardest ones out of the way. But all in all, still a great offensive performance.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Indians win this one 11-4. Good night from Kansas City.
Left on base. For Kansas City, 4 runs on 8.
Both teams. Dick will get his first shot now, coming off a big ball game last night in which he accounted for 5 runs batted in.
And he's been hitting the ball out of the yard, too. A whole bunch of home runs in his last 10 games. And yesterday was a good one, too.
Chacin ranging back, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And he is in the scoring position at second with their first hit, a 2-out double.
This guy's had such a good year at the plate. Driving in runs, hitting the ball out of the ballpark. You kind of expect a ball like this to clear the wall, but instead it's going to be off the wall. And he just cruises into second with another double on the season.
Cliff Hill will stand in for the first time, and he's come up big in spots like this more than once this year, currently second in the AL in RBIs.
Yeah, and you know what, guys? This is kind of surprising to me. I mean, he's a good player, but I don't think many had him pegged to be one of the best run producers in the game coming into this.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Buddy Dick. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
And remember, he jumped all over that first pitch, so don't be surprised if he does it here again.
High and deep to straightaway right, but that'll be off the right field wall. Around third and being waved on home. And he is safe at the plate. It's now a 4-0 game.
Well, these guys have one home run already, and this was nearly a second one here. You can see it bang off the wall out there on the fly, and he's going to wind up with a double, but he didn't miss a big fly by much.
And now the runner's trying for third. Pitches a cold strike. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
Normally, when you see a guy steal third base, it's because he got a nice walking lead, really got out there nice and far. But here, he had almost no lead whatsoever when he made his break. Very fortunate to get away with that one.
First baseman, number 33.
Stepping in, Fernando Lozano. He reached on a single in his first try.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
And you know what? He's starting to look a little bit frustrated out there on the mound. That's 2 hits and now a hit by pitch here in the inning. It's maybe not a bad time to go out there and try to calm him down just a little bit because he's looking a little hot out there.
Runners are at the corners with one man out. In tight with the slider, 2-2.
You know, guys, these hitters have had a good look at that slider so far, and they've been told, let that thing go and wait for something better out over the plate.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
And you can't afford another base runner here. So whatever your best pitch is, whatever one you feel most comfortable with, that's the one you want to turn to.
He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
That's a tough spot to go down looking. I mean, the likelihood is if you put this ball in play, you're going to get a run home. Unless he was somehow really fooled there, I think that pitch was just too good to take.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. Throw to first, and that gets him out of the jam. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Cleveland. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Buddy Dick stands in, looking to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance. First pitch on its way. Fly ball heading for the alley. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. And he is into third base with a triple. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
Up next for Cleveland.
Well, he certainly is not proving to be a singles hitter up there. That's his 3rd extra base hit of the ballgame. And this one, a triple. He's been a real thorn in their side all throughout.
And now that Royals bullpen will get busy as we see both a southpaw and a right-hander get loose. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. 4 runs, 7 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. Now a swing and a fly ball hit fairly well out to deep center field. Chacin moves over. 2 down. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Well, you know, he needed to make sure.
Settling in now, Buddy Dick. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. Into the windup and the pitch. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out.
The batter, the designated hitter.
Into the box, Buddy Dick, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Well, he's batting lefty right now, but does it matter? He can hit from either side of the plate.
Liner towards second. In there, a base hit. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Now batting,
Cliff Hill stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Hit hard toward the right side. But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out. Throw back to second, and that's a double play. Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, Matty, he definitely led the way. You'll see there, he turned in a 4-hit performance, and that definitely keyed his guys to the victory.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation. Back here on the MLB pregame show, Matt Vasgersian getting you set for the finale of this 3. Afternoon baseball now on a fine Sunday from Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend. Buddy Dick will stand in now, trying to duplicate his performance from yesterday when he finished 4 for 5 at the plate.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
Butler has to range back, but he'll make the catch near the line, and there are 2 men gone. Now a moment here for the Indians' starting lineup. Who stands out to you, EK?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man.
Buddy Dick is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good.
Oh, and now meanwhile, this ball is cranked out to straightaway center field, and this one is going to leave the yard. It's a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center, and that is home run number 63 on the year, as the Indians have now opened up a 5-0 lead.
Well, it's got to be getting near the point where they need to make some alternate plans with this guy up there. I mean, now that's his 3rd home run in the series. I mean,
ready now, Buddy Dick. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, and he jumped all over a first-pitch fastball in that at-bat and just drove it right out of here. So let's see if he's aggressive early in the count once again.
And this is going to find the gap as it heads for the waterfall and extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Man, I thought speed was one of the first things to go once you got into your late 30s. I tell you, though, it looked like he was getting around the bases pretty good that time, and he makes it all the way around to third to get himself a triple.
And he's able to lay off there for ball 4. And that'll put runners at the corners now with still nobody out. Now here comes the Royal skipper up the stairs on his way to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. Chad Karen is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Action in that KC pen now as a right-hander's begun to loosen up. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Back-to-back walks now by 2 different pitchers. The last one knocked the other pitcher out of the game. We'll see how forgiving their manager wants to be about this one.
Into the box now, Lance Silva. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
And this is a big-time strike.
And meanwhile, that pitch is off the catcher's glove as it skips away. And it is a run.
That's so much for needing.
Buddy Dick will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the third inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. Hit in the air to right field. Moving under it, Babcock. 2 gone. Buddy Dick is set to take some more swings. He homered back in the third inning. Sliced hard on the ground, and that's through for a hit. Around first, heading for second now. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
Well, I think they've seen enough of this guy for the weekend. He's absolutely eaten them alive, and he's at it again as he drives this one for 2 bases.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Hit hard up the middle. And he tries to take it from a knee, but this gets by, a base hit. The run scores from second. It's an 8-7 game. So a good offensive showing for these guys, but if we had to pick one player that stood out, that's our man right there. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, no question he was a tough out up there. You see the 3 hits including